Assalamu alaikum, Mr. Islam Answers back here. My first video on TikTok, wanting to expose how haters of Islam misquote and misrepresent what the Quran actually says in an attempt to demonize Islam and Muslims. One classic example of this is what you see here on the screen. They first quote chapter 2, verse 191 of the Quran. They quote this part. It says, and slay them wherever you find them and drive them out from where they drove you. So they post this and say, look, see, Islam says to go and kill the unbelievers. What they ignore is the verse right before it. Look at the verse right before it, chapter 2, verse 190. It's right in front of it. They couldn't have missed it. The verse right before it sets the context. It says, and fight those who fight you, but do not be the aggressor or the transgressor, right? Then it goes to the next verse. So the context is clear. This is about fighting those who fight the Muslims first, but the Muslims are told not to be the aggressor, not to be the transgressor. Don't be the one to start the fighting or initiate any enmity. See, they ignore that. Even the verse that they quote still refutes them, because look at 191. It says, kill them or slay them wherever you find them. Drive them out from where they drove out. Meaning the Muslims were in their location first and they got driven out by these attackers. So even that verse refutes them. But nonetheless, they misquote this passage as if to try to demonize Islam, make Islam appear to be violent and a troublemaking religion. However, we see that they are exposed for being liars and deceivers themselves rather than Islam, because they are purposely misquoting the verse. Like I said, the verse right before it, chapter 2, verse 190, clearly says, fight back against those who fight you, but do not be the aggressor. So it's a clear example of self-defense. The Muslims are being ordered to fight in self-defense. However, they are told, do not be the aggressor. Don't start attacking people first. But if they fight you and attack you, then you have the right to fight back. And then it goes to the next verse. So the next verse is clearly about slaying those who attack the Muslims first. It is clearly about driving those out who had driven the Muslims out first. So you haters are lying, you're deceivers, and this is a clear classic example of them misquoting the Quran. I'm out. Mr. Islam Answers back. If you appreciate the lessons and things that I'm going to give you, go ahead and support your brother by buying me a coffee. Use that link at the bottom. I appreciate it. Assalamu alaikum.